EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with their opponents. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Reed. Under pressure, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And he's He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Reed. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on second down, Reed. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. To the air, Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, McClain gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on 1st down. McClain, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, McClain only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. McClain. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Diablos are back within a score.
Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Breaks a tackle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw. Reed. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
Now going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Diablos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Reed, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
67 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Second and 4.
Now a give, right side. McClain, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. McClain busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Mexico City, first down.
Now a give, right side. McLean. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, Reed. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Looking to throw. Reed. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Welcome back now to Denver. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Diablos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll run on 1st down. McLean, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
97 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
1st down, Mexico City.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. 108 yards on the ground for him so far. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football the entire game. And while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, McLean, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. McLean, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. They'll try the left side. McLean, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So this crowd will not go home